Chat, put it down. Put it down. Put the hype train down. Who said you could do that? Spit it out. Spit it out. That's illegal. That's not allowed. It's not allowed, chat. Chat. Hello, hello, hello. Einar, thank you for the 36-month tier 2 subby. Hope work goes quick for you. Moi moi, thank you for the 39-month sub. Thank you for the resub. Welcome on in, everybody. Chibi, Teo, Einar. Moi moi, Johnny, welcome on in. Whew. I'm a little burpy, chat. My apologies. I had a big old bowl of soup. Right before stream, and I'm probably going to pay the penalty for that. But how's it going, chat? This is basically just a test stream to see how the internet's doing. We're probably not going to be doing any building today, but I did want to play some catch-up. Winchester, welcome on in. Chat, for those curious, our next build is going to be the G-Self Assault Pack, which is a chonker of a kit. That backpack is massive. And it is considered a backpack more than anything, which is still wild to me. Gundam Seed would be proud. Let me make that camera a little bit bitter. Bitter. And then I got a Megami device kit that I picked up, the Alice Gear Aegis. I got this recently. Gundam Planet did a huge clearance sale. So I got this thing for like half off, which is great, because Megami device kits are kind of expensive. I'm on the last pixel of XP bar for level 47. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. We're leveling up. Honestly, Teo, you are not wrong. Because the moment you hit the color pages of the manual, it's all backpack from there. And I think the backpack has more pages than the actual Gundam itself. Actually, no, the backpack starts here. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 pages for the G-Self. And then 9 through... Oh my gosh. 9 through 19. 9 through 19 are all backpack. Now, it is one of those things where it's like all very big pieces, which is why it takes up so many pages. But yeah, it's a chonker. I've got that kit. It's a unit. Yeah, I've been really wanting to build this. I wish I could get the glare out of the screen. Maybe if I move the Alice Gear kit. Maybe if I put this over here. Please hold. There we go. I'll move that over there for the moment. Doesn't really fix the glare at all, unfortunately, but 'tis the price we pay for an overhead lighting, I guess. Yeah, what y'all up to today? What y'all doing? I know it's been quite some time since the last stream. Honestly, I don't know if the internet is actually fixed or not. It's going to be kind of a we see how it goes kind of situation. Reason being is we haven't installed any new hardware. We have a bunch of new hardware upstairs. The household has not gotten around to installing it. And so right now we're praying. We're praying the old stuff is more stable today. Once again, thank you for the resubbies. Hope you're all doing good. Chat, we got a new Helldivers Warbond coming in on the 20th. It's the Stealth Warbond, and I'm so excited for it. I also have the Perfect Pack, which is the most OP thing in all of Mobile Suit Gundam. I love the Perfect Pack. I need to get one of those. I know they did the remold of the head with the P Bandai Gundam base version. I wouldn't mind just getting a normal one. I don't mind the head mold of the original one. I saw an atmospheric pack at the hobby shop. I should have grabbed it. A lot of should have. But I'm glad I at least have one variant of the G-Self. I wanted them to make a kit of the Tricky pack. I think that's the pink one, because of course I would want the pink one, right? I know the purple one's P Bandai. It's like the Reflector pack or whatever it's called. It's whatever one makes it feel like the Gundam X. But that one's a P Bandai. And then they've got like the tank pack, which is really cool. That one's not a model kit yet, though. I don't know if it will be. But yeah. Chat, for those on YouTube, we got the video up for the little witch kit that we were working on that is posted in the Discord. Exclamation point YT for anyone who needs to get over to the YouTube channel. But yeah, no, like, let's see if I can pull this out. Like, this is one runner for the backpack, and it's these two, like, massive pieces right here. And these aren't even the biggest pieces. Like, those aren't even the largest. There are many more parts in there that are huge. Gotta say hi, bye. Gotta work. Oh yeah, haven't seen you since last year. That is true. That is true. We streamed on the 5th, and then the internet's like, you get a 10-day vacation where you stress because you're not streaming. Chibi, have a good day. Hopefully work goes by quick. Have a good one. Hope you have a good weekend if I don't see you. I've got a sneeze coming on. Let's see if I can mute this. Sneeze? Where are you at? Aha! I caught it. But have a good work, Chibi. Have a good work. I'm building high-grade Lupus Rex. Got I Am Great Hero gotcha boxes. And got Owl being alternate version. Ooh. And for 2 steady glass files. Yeah, no. Like, the steady glass files are really good, too. I'm a big fan of anything that Steady puts out. I'm starting, like, my sanding sponges, my primary nippers, they are all Steady brand. Very, very good stuff. Very much recommend. Also, I really like the clear blue that comes with this. The green one was only available as an MSIA action figure. I really like the green one. I mean, I like all the variants of the G-Self. I need to go find the 4 missing keys on my keyboard. The keycaps are loose, so they go flying all the time. That is understandable. That is totally understandable. Oh, chat. Chat. I'm thinking like after taxes and after I get the bills taken care of, I might grab a couple of new glass display cases for my Gunpla. Right now, all my completed kits are sitting on a bookshelf. And, you know, it's not a bad bookshelf by any means, but it's very narrow. Like, the slats are about as wide as this side of the manual. And it has no front or back guards, so stuff just can fall front or backwards off of it, which is a little bit of a problem, especially with cats. I saw some nice, like, 3 to 4 tier class cases on Amazon. They're like 100, 120 bucks, give or take. So I think once bills are down, I might just charge a couple of those. That way we don't run into any potential catastrophic failures. Get it? Catastrophic. I'll be here all week. I don't know, it's the weekend. I might not be here all week. I Am a Great Hero is Motor Nuclear 1/144th version of some of their big kits. Oh, okay, so they do have like a 1/144th line. I've got something from Einar coming in that we're waiting for. It hasn't moved since the 9th. I imagine it's either stuck in customs or hopefully not lost. But Einar sent me the Percival, I believe is the name. So I'm waiting for the Percival to come in. We got a Jiquux Gyan from Hyde. We've got the new Megami device kit. Hey Goose, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday, gamers. By the way, chat, if you're curious, and I am going to be using some of these, admittedly. I am going to be using probably most of these, if not all of these stickers, because you don't have to bend them around things. You don't have to bend them around things. but I don't know. We'll see. I might paint it up. But here's the first sticker sheet for the G Self. It's quite a bit. This is how it's always been ever since it released. It had a bunch of color correcting stickers on it. I'm still thinking about painting it. Because I have the power. I have the technology. And then the secondary sticker sheet is for, I believe, a tiny part of the kit, and then the backpack. Like a lot of these larger ones go on the backpack, which would be very easy to paint. Very easy to paint. So I'm thinking about doing that instead. And that's something we can just paint while building, honestly. Because the paint will dry fast enough, and a lot of it's like recessed detail. So we'll see. We'll see if I decide to use these or if I decide to paint. Leaning toward painting, though. But I'm going to keep these on hand just in case. Oh, what? Which version of the Percival? I'm not sure. It has a lot of swords, and it has, like, an action-based stand thing with it. It looks really nice. It looks very nice. I'm doing okay, Goose. I'm doing okay. We're doing a test run, seeing how the internet holds up today. Seeing if everything is nice and stable for the most part. But yeah, it comes with all the stuff, so it's probably the deluxe. What you got going on, Goose? You got anything going on in your neck of the woods? Hello, Diana. I don't know anything about Gundam, but I'm here for a bit. Hey, well, welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Please note, we are offering up Lalafels as sacrifice for stable internet, so if you have any Lalafels, we will happily take them. Numpad 3, F10, right alt, and caps lock recovered and reinstalled. Those are very specific keys to go flying off. I am glad you were able to find them. I am very happy you were able to find them. I'm also standing, chat. Standing for a little bit, at least. I don't want to stand too long. I don't want to sit too long. It's a balance, because my knees get stiff. I'm making the Gurren Type 2 from Code Geass. I would love to get that. I love the Gurren. As do a lot of people, but the Gurren is peak. I still love Code Geass mecha design so much. Like, the way the cockpits are positioned, I feel like I would immediately get motion sickness from it, but they're really cool. I have the best Lalafell for sacrifice. I've got Nero's small Scava. Hell yeah, that's worth at least 10 Lalafells. That's worth at least 10 Lalas. The deity will be pleased. The ISP will be pleased. They better be, at least. That's a lot of starch. Speaking of, I had potato soup. That's what I had this morning. I had a big old bowl of baked potato soup, and it was so good. Basically, I put the keyboard on the armrest for my couch, and it went over the side. Oh, no! That explains much. They're so good. I really need to rewatch the show, because I don't remember a lot. It has been so long. I want to watch the movies. I want to watch the first and second Geass retelling movies. It's been almost impossible trying to find them. I have not been able to find them. Which is funny, because I saw the third movie in theaters, Resurrection. And that was kind of funny, because the two retelling movies have some fundamental changes to the show in them. And I very quickly realized that while watching the third movie. So I want to go back and kind of marathon all three of them again, if I can find the first two. One day we'll find it, chat. One day. But yeah, no, I love Geass. I was watching Geass around the time I was getting back into Gundam, so both of them are, like, really nostalgic for me. Double O Gundam and, like, Code Geass specifically are seated in a very nostalgic time of my life. The 2009, 2010 era. That reminds me, speaking of Gundam and stuff, I need to see if I can buy Amelie Monarch's newest album, because she did a music album completely dedicated to, like, Gundam and mecha songs. And one of the ones that she covered was Ash Like Snow from Double O. So I need to throw some money at her for that album pretty soon here. It's always a good time. Oh, chat, I got some videos planned out. So, the backlog video is going to be happening soon because we have the new phone, we have the new camera, and it's got like 78 gigs free, so that is more than enough for me to get a backlog video taken. And then I've got some other goodies planned. Let me take a look at this. I want to see like how about we're going to go through building this. New chonker of a kit coming in February, ZZA model. GZS Regus model kit. Is that one based off of something else, or is that one an original unit? I want to properly watch G Gundam. I've only caught bits and pieces here and there when it was on Toonami. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. G Gundam is a wild ride from a different time. I highly recommend giving it a watch. It is an experience that cannot be explained in words. Okay, so... Okay, the head has a lot of painting that needs to be done. Okay. It's this sticker right here that I'm concerned about. That would be interesting for me to try to paint, because I've got to be careful with the black, then I got to do the blue up top and somehow fill the red in the middle. I might paint it all red first and then put the black and blue on it. What part would we be looking at for the head? Because I figure it may as well, like, try to plan out how we're going to do this. Oh, this isn't bad. Oh, this isn't bad. Okay, I see how this goes. Hold on. Okay, I see how this goes now. Okay, so the red part is its own separate piece that I have to paint. So that's easy enough. I can do that. And then... Okay, so I would have to do a black outline at the bottom. And then I would have to come up top with the blue. I think I can do that. Yeah, because I can use the Vulcan cannons here as little guides to help me. I think we'll try to paint that. Even if it's not perfect, at least it'll withstand time better than the stickers will. Oh, it's based on the Jesta? Oh, hell yeah. We love the Jesta. Hey, Yaxim. Hey, SG. Welcome on in. Google stopped their music store where I could have picked up and buy their songs on my phone. I forgot Google did a music store. I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, come on in, you two. Happy Friday. I'm realizing something is out of alignment here. How do I realign this? I'm using stream delay to kind of help me out here. Yeah, that's lopsided for me. Interesting. Oh, you know what? I may have booped the camera. Let me see. What if I do that? That has accomplished nothing. Okay, what if I do this? Okay, we're on the right track. What if I do this? Okay, better. Okay, there we go. I did smack the crap out of the camera a couple nights ago. I've got so much dusting I need to do, chat. It's funny, though, like over 10 years ago, discovering Amelie's music, and now we are both VTubers. The pipeline, chat. The pipeline is real. Okay, that part of the torso needs black paint. You know what? Yeah, we'll just paint this as we go. We'll try something different. I normally don't paint as we go. Code Geass movies are supposedly on Crunchyroll. Ooh, okay, I'll take a look at that. Because I am on a Crunchyroll family plan. I can take a look at that. That is good to know. That it is potentially there. Hey, villain, welcome on in. Chat, it's time to sit. It is time to sit down. Because my knees are locking, and that ain't good. Winchester, I know I'm not going to pronounce that right, because I'm not sure what reflection I'm supposed to use on it, but the doner kebabs, hell yeah. I know what those are, thanks to Scrandle. I've been learning a lot about European foods lately. Had ribs for brunch, having ribs for dinner, hell yeah. Get your rib game on. Why does that sound wrong? But you know what? Do it. Just do it. Yeah, hecka chat, we will, we'll try to paint this as we go. It might take us a little bit longer to build, but you know what? It's something different. It's something new that we get to try. It'll be really interesting, too, because these blue marks are really going to test, like, how well I can, like, do shapes and stuff. And then if I mess it up, I can put the sticker over it. I'm joking, but it'd be easy enough to get the paint off. I love this version of the G-Self because it's got the huge bell bottoms. It's so good. Let me take a sip of water. Yeah, I had bacon cheddar baked potato soup this morning. It was very good. It was very good. Boy, howdy, I'm glad I didn't have my camera source loaded, because apparently my webcam was on this entire time. And it was pointed right at the backlog. Y'all can't see that. That's YouTube content. I'm not sure about the pronunciation myself. I go with donor because that's how the O is pronounced. Oh, I see. Yeah, I could see that. Donor. Yeah. For those who don't know, Scrandle is a web game where you have two sporting event, stadium event foods pitted against one another, and you have to decide which one is more popular. And it basically covers all corners of the world that have like big stadium venues, and it includes their pricing. And yeah, that's how I'm learning about a bunch of different foods through stadium foods. I'm also learning there are a lot of stadium events where they have cheesy chips and they don't melt the cheese. They deadass throw a full slice of cheese on top of the chips, and I'm like, but why? But why? I don't care if it's a slice of cheese, melt it. Oh, it gets me so cranked up, like, seeing some of these food options. And, like, first and foremost, most of the American options are terrible. Awful. Hey, Han, welcome on in. Where's the Zoc on your thumbnail? The Zoc is over on the shelf. The Zoc is over on the shelf now, living its best Zoc life. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well today. Happy Friday. We're just kind of chilling and chatting today. Yeah, the kebab. Yeah, aquatic Xeons are like my favorite. I love aquatic Xeons. We have a master grade Gog in the backlog. that's going to get built at some point. Weird aquatic Xeon suits keep me alive. They sustain me. They are my lifeblood. Oh, we've got a high-grade act guy in the backlog too, I think. Yeah, we do. You know, I guess this is kind of a chatting stream. I can... can I do this? Can I do this? Yeah, I can. I can just chill here for now. Yo, Master Grade EX sock. I would do it. I would do it. Like, hell yes, I would. I love the Zoc. The fact that it does not have a Master Grade yet is a crime that Bandai needs to address after they finally get the G-Self Master Grade. Oh, you've got the Hygog in the background? Hell yeah, we love the Hygog. I don't have that one yet. I need to get it. I do have the experimental Zigok built. I would like to get some of the aquatic Zakus. Like the Zaku Mariner and stuff. I want the Zizulu, the little goofy boy with the flippers that make absolutely zero sense. I want the Zizulu so bad. I cannot tell you the last time I ever saw that printed. It's been a very, very long time. Forget Master Grade. At this point, I'd be satisfied with an RE100 G-Self. Honestly, yeah. Anything in 1/100th for the poor thing. It's so difficult to find someone selling the experimental Zagok in my country. Yeah. I picked mine up like 5 years ago, so it's been a while. I don't know when it's last been reprinted, let alone like sent out globally. So that is totally understandable. I would love to see a Master Grade of it. Or again, just some form of 1/100th. I think that'd be really rad. Okay. By the way, chat, I did put some new stuff up on Throne. I put some Zero Sugar Powerade up on Throne because my body has fluid retention issues. So I'm gonna start sipping on a Powerade like every couple days just to help keep my fluids going. Because boy howdy, when you have a medicine that dehydrates you, it's really hard to stay hydrated. Yeah, honey, I hope you can eventually find one. Like, it's an older kit for sure, and it's a little finicky, but I love it. It was fun to build. Sometimes I enjoy a finicky little kit to play with. Exactly, I am low-drated. I am heavily low-drated, which I went to my intake appointment this week for vocal training, and the dehydration issues are definitely a struggle that we're going to have to overcome, or at least cope with through vocal training, because it's really affecting my vocal cords. Like, I can drink 2 cups of water right now, and within 10 minutes I'll have dry mouth again, just because of the effects of the medicine. It's, whew, it's rough. I am definitely not a cactus, that is for sure. I am definitely not a cactus. Which, to that end, I'm going to take another sip. But starting on the 27th, I'm going to have... Is it the 27th? I think it's the... Yeah, it's the 27th. I'm going to have weekly vocal training, so we are going to build our stream schedule around that, internet notwithstanding. I think my first one's potentially... It's the 27th. It's like very early in the morning on the 27th. And then I believe it'll be Tuesday for all weeks following. So for at bare minimum, the next 4 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks, we will not be streaming on Tuesday. Been there, done that. If you have dry mouth, watch your teeth. Mine were ruined because my mouth was too dry for too long. It's terrible. Like, it's terrible. Like, even with good dental care, it just destroys you. It really does. And, like, I'm already trying hard enough to, like, do stain removal on my teeth because Allie was started on coffee from the ripe age of 7 years old. So, throughout my youth drinking coffee, that unfortunately caused coffee stains, which in my adult life, I have been trying to fight in a way that doesn't, like, weaken my teeth. Because whitening strips, things like that, they do weaken your teeth. So I'm slowly but surely working on that for the mistakes of my youth. Hey, SG, welcome. Oh, you're streaking, SG. Oh my gosh, there's a naked frog. There's a naked frog in the chat. Yeah, no, it's terrible. Dry mouth is just bleh. Bleh, 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 bleh. Basically, in talking to my speech therapist, we came to the conclusion that between my chronic dry mouth due to medication, the fact that I have allergies that tend to have my throat kind of, what's the term I'm looking for? I guess phlegm up a lot. And the fact that I'm a streamer, it's going to be an uphill battle for me for professional vocal training, but we're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. Next session is, like, we're going back to the basics. Everything that I've self-taught myself for the last 6 months for my vocal training, throwing it in the garbage. Throwing it in the garbage. I'm starting fresh, doing it right, getting professional steps, and we're going to try again. Because while I did make some progress, I was doing a lot of unhealthy things for my throat without realizing it. Peroxide and baking soda have done wonders to clean my teeth. I do need to try that. I do need to try the peroxide baking soda rinse, and I need to try the activated charcoal. Because I do have a little kit. It's a kit that you use for 14 days, and you do not go past that. It very explicitly states you do not go past that. But it's like a little UV light kit that I'm going to try. And the reason you don't go past that is because it weakens your teeth. It weakens your enamel if you go, like, just in general. So you don't want to go past that 14-day mark on it. It's very specific about that. But yeah, I'm going to use that for the designated amount of time. And whatever it gives me is whatever it gives me. I've got my enamel toothpaste. I've got my water flosser. By the way, chat, don't use that while on the meds. I mean, I'm going to be on the meds forever, though. I'm going to be on the meds forever. Well, I say forever. Until our health insurance gets stripped away, I'll be on it. Does the UV light, like, dry your mouth out more? I wouldn't be surprised if it does. Because if that's the case, I'll probably abstain from using it. And maybe try to find some, like, activated charcoal stuff. Because, yeah, there are better options, I think. Especially these days. I'm going to be honest, I didn't actually realize there were activated charcoal tooth products, but in hindsight, that does make a lot of sense. It does make a lot of sense. Your enamel is already weakened by dry mouth and weakening it further. Oh, you know what? That is true. That is true. Yeah. I don't think I paid much for that kit. It was like 20, 30 bucks. I got it a couple years ago and never used it. Partially because I was, like, kind of worried about my dry mouth. Not what I thought we would be talking about today, but you know what? It definitely comes into play a lot while I'm streaming. So when you're streaming, you're essentially like, your stream of consciousness turns into words when you're streaming. Is the medication that's giving you dry mouth one that does not have an alternative? It technically does have an alternative, but my insurance does not cover it. So it would be like a couple $100 out of pocket for it. So I have to use the one that insurance tells me to get. Unfortunately. Because go figure. Go figure, insurance only gives me the medications that have the worst side effects. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I want to get the Powerades. You don't want to overdo it on drinks like that, because too many electrolytes is a bad thing, as with all things, but I want to have one for like every other day, and they're the zero sugar ones for that reason. Just to kind of help out a little bit, because the downside, like, normally hydrating a lot is very good. Hydrating too much flushes the minerals out of your system, and you don't want that. You do not want that. Let me recalibrate here, chat. Let me recalibrate my spine. Okay, recalibration is complete. But yeah, I'm sure I'll be able to find a balance. My doctor did recommend something to me. I do not know if y'all have this outside of the US. It is a mouthwash called, I think it's Biotine. And she highly recommended me to use that in the mornings. I guess any point in the day. But apparently it's a dry mouth. I don't even know what you would call it, but it helps for dry mouth. So I might look into that, because that's an over-the-counter thing. I can get that pretty cheap. The one I was on wrecked my teeth. Was Vanaxapaxin. And after a while, I was put on bupropion instead, which basically had opposite side effects. I was on bupropion at one point. I think in like 2021, 2022, they were testing me on that one. And I wasn't on that one for long, like maybe a year or so, I think. Before they took me off of that one. I was on that one, though. Yeah, I can't remember. I think it's the lamotrigine that I'm on. I think that's the one that's giving me the dry mouth, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm pretty sure it's the lamotrigine. And I have to take that one in the morning. Turns you into... Oh, no. Well, that doesn't sound good at all. It's very strong. Is that one like a... Is it like a stimulant, or is it not in that vein? I'm not particularly familiar with that one by that name. It might have like a generic name that I know. Mood stabilizer? Okay, yeah, that tracks. That tracks. Yeah, no, that's understandable. Because, like, the medicines that I'm on, I'm pretty sure we can just talk about this on Twitch, because I'm not giving medical advice, I'm just listing off life stuff. I'm on 4? Yes. I'm on 4 different pills for mental health related stuff. One's anxiety, one's depression. One is for like anxiety while sleeping. That one I take at night because it makes me sleepy. And the last one is for managing my bipolar. I can't remember which one does what. Can't remember which one does what. But out of my 5 or 6 capsules I have to take daily, The majority of them are for the mental health stuff. Whew. Still need to paint this little guy. You know, maybe, I know you can't see him, but over here there's a little Zaku from a cup noodle. I need to paint his eyes. Also, this G-Self was given to us by Momo. It was the last package we got sent over, like, right before the tariffs hit. And it's a mood stabilizer in the same way that dumping sufficient amounts of concrete mix in the water will stabilize the water. Oh, gosh. So that one really shuts you down, huh? That's a heavy one. By the way, chat, I think from now on, we're going to keep the bitrate at about 5,000. I did some research into, like, bitrates and what was good, what was best for the viewers. And it seems like 4,500 to 5,000 is the best range, because any higher, and it might cause lag for y'all. So we'll stick at 5,000, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how the stream quality looks, but that might be easier on my internet connection for now, until we get the new stuff going. Oh, chat. Any kits that y'all are looking forward to getting this year? I know we got some new releases coming out. I know we got some hella new releases coming out. I can't remember what they are, but there's a bunch of stuff coming out that I would like to get. But space. You know, it's funny. My speech therapist, she was telling me that, like, her husband is into Warhammer models. And he, like, has 3 3D printers where he, like, mass produces Warhammer armies. And produces, like, token characters for D&D. And, we got on the topic of how space will always be the premium. It will always be the premium, which is kind of why, like, I want to get the display cases, but I will not do it until the debt is a bit lower and until I get through tax season, and then I'll take a look at it. So maybe March, potentially, we'll see. I don't know. I am waiting. I am waiting for Twitch to hurry up and give me my tax forms so I can get this out of the way and rip the Band-Aid off. That way I don't have to stress about it. I have like 10 different kinds of Space Marines I want to buy, plus this summer they're releasing a new edition of Warhammer 40k. And those always come with more stuff. I know pretty soon the Nurgle are getting some new model kits released, which look pretty dope. Like, the Pestigore is getting a model kit, and it looks really good. It looks very good. If it hasn't been obvious, chat, if I ever started collecting Warhammer, I'm Team Nurgle. I am a Nurgle enjoyer. I like my weird little plague guys. They're just little guys. They're just little dudes. Maybe next time I go to the hobby shop. Maybe next time I go to the hobby shop, if I can find like a Nurgle that's not too expensive, I might pick it up. I might pick it up and we might do a little thing. I'm only going to get one though. I cannot afford another addiction, but I wouldn't mind having like one little Nurgle to keep, like, I don't know, somewhere. Exactly, the Sneezy Boys. Welcome on in, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Alien Ashford, your friendly neighborhood half a vampire. We're doing a bit of a test stream after a couple weeks of internet troubles, so we're just kind of hanging out, catching up, vibing and thriving today. Talking about life, health, and the pursuit of soup. Damn, that soup was good. I'm not going to shut up about how good that soup was this morning. It was very good soup. But welcome on in. Yeah, chat. So for the backlog video, I know what I'm doing now. I've got a rubber mat that I can use because I don't have any table room to do the backlog video on. So I'm going to have to do it on the floor. But that's fine. We'll make that work. But I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for it. I really want to get this glare off of this. That way it can just be... I know my head's in the way, but... There we go. God and nobody, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. Just kind of chilling and chatting today. Y'all get me on the big screen today. Much to your dismay. Tupo, thank you for the follow. Enjoy your follower emotes. Do enjoy. Actually, where are my toggles at? I need my eye bags. That is an accurate representation of me this last couple of weeks. But you know what? We're here. You know what? Let's get a little bit of soul. We have too much soul in our eyes today. There we go. This is the proper effect. Warhammer is having a preview shown in an hour and a half. Wait, really? Really? Oh, I wonder if Volpes knows that. She's doing her 12-hour stream today. We never get to raid Volpes, so we'll probably raid into her today. 2026 has been quite a year. It absolutely has. And I want it to stop being quite a year. I need it to stop. I just want to go back to being a silly little anime girl on the internet. And I just want to build my plastic models. And I'll be very happy when the internet is reliable again. It's been very good today. And I will count that as a W. Oh, hey, hold on. Eyes. Blech. There we go. There we go. Can I whip out my wood, chat? Where is it? Where's my staff? How's this going to look on the big screen? Is this going to look good at all? Yeah, there's my staff. Okay. You can all see the moving flower petals. Getting my perfect grade Exia today? Hell yes. Very, very nice perfect grade to my understanding. Chat, if you're new here, if you would ever like to join our Discord, it is !Discord. If you would ever like to find our YouTube channel, it is !YT. Never feel pressured to join the Discord, because we all have a lot of Discords, a lot of space taken up, so that is understandable. That is totally understandable. But yeah, we're gonna... Once things have settled, once the new internet equipment is in, once I get the extra part that I'm probably going to need to buy, the extender, we'll get back into it pretty consistently. That's my hope. That is my hope. Because there's a lot of backlog I want to take out this year and get done with. Oh my goodness. Hey, Cupid, welcome on in. Thank you for the resubby. 16 months on a game high. How are you? I'm doing pretty okay. I'm a little haggard and war torn from the internet issues, but we're here now. That's what matters. And I've got my wood out on stream for everyone to see. How you doing, Cupid? Happy Friday. Chat, we have ads in 2 minutes. In about 2 minutes, we'll be taking an ad break. But yeah, we're just kind of chatting today, chilling, hanging out, vibing, thriving, planning out some content for the future. I've also been working on the super secret, not so super secret second channel. And I've got some stuff lined up for that. And hopefully a way to record it without stretch. Without too much background noise. Whew. My friend said that my $6 nipper is not surviving the perfect grade. I mean, as long as you're careful with it. As long as you're not, like, using the nipper to, like, cut through the biggest parts of the runner, it should be okay. It should be okay. I mean, I don't know for sure. I know quality varies between nippers, but it should be okay. Hashtag famous last words. Being switched shift for a new position I'm taking up. Oh, yo. Congratulations or my condolences. I know it can be either or of those when you're taking up a new position. I know it can be either or of those. Chat, I've got to clean off this desk tomorrow. I did a tiny bit of dusting, but the dust has come back. I did slide the desk over to the left, so we are not directly under the HVAC vent anymore, which is plus, which is a big plus. So I don't have to be directly under that anymore, which is wonderful. I'm 2 more away from getting a fancy-ass office. Oh, hell yeah! All right, well, we'll take a fancy-ass office when you get there. Abso-heckin-lutely. I'm gonna take another sip of water. I'm trying to take a tiny couple sips of water every 10 minutes now. I get to travel to Washington in February. Ooh. I know Washington State's pretty. Especially if it's snowy. Snowy might make your life more difficult, though, so maybe you don't want it snowy. But I bet it looks great in the snow. Alright, chat. Hold those thoughts. Give me just a couple minutes here. Oh, it's DC. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I was thinking Washington State. I gotcha. Last time I was in DC, it was for one of the Cherry Blossom festivals. That was a fun time. That was my first time getting, like, a steamed meat bun. And I want more of them. I want more of them. It was fun seeing, like, Gundam kits being sold in the street stalls. It felt good. I didn't buy any because, like, I didn't really come with money for the festival, but it was nice to see. All right, chat, give me a couple minutes here, about 3 to 4 minutes. We're going to run and take an ad break to get the pre-rolls out of the way, so sit tight and we will be right back. Alrighty, we are back. Thank you for your patience, chat. Let me get my earbuds back in here. Yeah, for those who are new to the stream, we typically try to stream 4 days a week. We've been kind of out of commission for the last 2 weeks, but we're going to try to get back to it. We primarily do like plastic Plamo-y stuff here. Occasionally some games. Thank you for your patience. For me, since I'm going to be new for this position, I have to show up for some big meeting for addressing a few things. Oh, that makes sense. Well, I hope it goes well. Hope the travel goes good. Hope it goes smooth more than anything. Hope it is a very smooth travel. You know, I was going to grab a box while I was up and at 'em, and I completely forgot to do it. Dad just called and invited me to Level Up Day dinner. Hell yes, we take that. Go get you some food. Why was the perfect grade Unleashed new stream? Hour and 30 minutes long? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to take a look at that. I didn't know it was such a long stream for it. What kind of dinner are you thinking, Winchester? Is it a surprise dinner? Any dinner's good dinner. Hope you have a good level up day. Sausage stew tomorrow? Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, that sounds really good. You know, God of Nobody, I really hope that they addressed some of the, like, weakness in the waist that the PG new was having. Mind you, I know that was a very, very early prototype they were working with. I hope that doesn't make it into the retail release. Because, I was mentioning this to Hyde. You know, the perfect grade Unleashed new Gundam. $700, give or take. 542 foil stickers. It has 542 foil stickers. Mind you, the majority of them, if not all of them, are for, like, reflective parts, right? Like, under clear bits, little sensors, things like that. Even so, though, that's a lot of stickers. That's a lot of stickers. Again, the molding for the kit, the design of the kit, looks fantastic. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing some people that I follow put it together and see their thoughts on it. I'm very, very, very curious. But it will not be a kit that I will ever be picking up. Ever. Winchester, what all goes into sausage stew? Like, what all goes into it? Is sausage, like, the primary meat? The primary protein? I'm trying to get more into stews and stuff. I have no idea right now. Gotcha. I'm guessing it's one of those things where it's, like, kind of versatile, where you can kind of just throw in whatever you want. I know some stews are like that, where it's like, all right, you pick your base and you throw whatever you got in the pot and make it work. Sausage, leeks, potatoes are the usual. And then it's basically whatever after that. Gotcha. Okay. You know, I've never had leek before. Never had leek. Wouldn't mind trying it. Oh, right. Funny story. Since we're on the topic of food and food-related things. Okay, so I was given a bottle of soda. It's a knockoff brand of Dr. Pepper. It goes by Dr. Perky. And it's sold by, like, local grocery stores up and down the coast. So Dr. Perky, it's basically just store brand Dr. Pepper. I got a bottle of this, and I started drinking it, and I'm like, huh, this tastes different. I don't know why, but it tastes different. And I didn't think much of it on day one. It's a big bottle, so. Day two, I came back around, and took another few sips of it, and I'm like, wait a minute. This is not anything remotely close to Dr. Pepper. What I realized is, even though this bottle has the Dr. Perky label on it, the contents of the bottle are 100% root beer. It is absolutely, without a shadow of doubt, root beer in the wrong bottle, and I think that's hilarious. I've never had that happen before. Leek is just an overgrown spring onion. I don't think I've ever had spring onion before. I know what they look like. I don't think I've ever had them. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I have not had that I'm attempting to try out as time goes on. I'm trying to broaden my horizons, as it were. Escape to Flavor Town, try new things. Especially now that I have my sense of smell and taste back, because, oh my gosh. For like 15, 20 years, I did not have my sense of taste or smell due to like a nasal sinus condition. So now that I can, like now that those senses are back, I want to try like many things. And the only thing really stopping me is texture complications. To give you an idea of the taste, it's like an onion, but with all the sharpness removed. Ooh, I might like those. I might like those if that's the case. Okay, well now you have my curiosity. Yeah, if the sharpness is pulled off, I might actually be down for that. Because, like, I don't know, I'm in a weird place with onions. It's not as bad as where I'm at with tomatoes. Tomatoes can just fuck off. But I do like onions. If the onions are cooked to where they are very soft, I can eat them. And I'm okay with them. If it's very soft, I can handle it. Saldo, welcome on in. Happy Friday. They showed that the box has 3 boxes inside of it. Yo, I wonder how many runners total that kit's gonna have. The texture can be varied by cutting them differently, whether you slice them long or short. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I can do... I guess my texture tolerance, it's 2 different scales that are my comfort level. It's either soft and tender, I can do that just fine, or crispy and crunchy, I can do that. Anything in between, if it's stringy, if it's a mix of mushy and crunchy, cannot do it. Cannot do it. My brain will shit itself live on camera. So I have to... It's why, like, people offline or be like, Allie, you should eat more salads. Allie, you need to eat more salads. And I'm like, man, I would love to eat more salads if they didn't immediately make me nauseous and in pain because my sensory doesn't know how to process it. That would be fantastic. Steamed veggies are nice. I like steamed veggies. I like sauteed veggies. You can fry them crispy, eat them raw, also crispy, or boil the fuck out of them. See, that I can do. That I can do. Now we're talking my language. Yeah, no, it is definitely part of my autism sensory complications. Like, that is totally what causes it. It's like bananas. Bananas kind of fall into a soft but sometimes stringy texture. I love the taste of bananas. However, and, you know, for as strange as this may sound, if I'm going to eat a banana, I have to, like, mentally prepare myself to eat the banana. And I have to, like, tell myself, okay, we know what the texture is going to be like. We know it's going to be uncomfortable. Let's get through the banana quickly so we can get all the good banana stuff out of it. And after that, my brain needs, like, a breather to get through, like, the texture discomfort. It's wild, chat. But I like bananas. The fin funnels are so heavy that they gave the stand a clear piece to help the funnels stay together. Holy, really? Man. Some food makes me want to puke from texture alone. Exactly. Exactly. It's basically your brain and your nerves don't really know what to do with it, and it just overloads. Chinese food often includes leeks, so you might have had some. Wait. Are those like the little bean sprout things that sometimes you find in, like, fried rice and stuff? They're like these little white slivery looking things? Or are those separate? I always call them bean sprouts. That's the only name they've been given to me, but you might. I mean, there's probably a good chance that I've had them. Okay, those are in fact bean sprouts. Okay. Those are like right on the cusp of what I can and cannot handle. So I can still eat them. Huh. You know, Chad, I'm looking at this G-Self. I'm hoping the backpack connection is strong, because it looks like it only connects in via, like, one peg. I know y'all can't see it with my head in the way, but I'm just like... Like here, it's showing, like, the backpack connection, and it's, like, one peg that connects into the backpack. I'm sure it'll be fine. Because the model kit itself isn't too heavy. I'll just have to see it in practice, because on paper it looks like a shallow connection. This thing is so cool, though. I'm going to paint all the missiles red. All the missile tips, I'm going to paint them red. It's going to be a lot of missiles. Let's see, there's 4 missiles, there's 8 missiles up front, and then there's a bunch of tiny missiles on the sides. Leek will be either smallish rings or long flat board-like pieces that taste of onion. Those I may have had, actually, yeah. That does strike me as familiar. So I may very well have had them and not realized it. What's better, Perfect Grade New or the $650 Pokemon Lego set? I saw that. It looks phenomenal. I would never pay that much for it. I think the issue I run into is, like, paying that much money for a single, like, model kit or a single Lego set. I couldn't do it. The price for that Pokemon set, the price for the Perfect Grade New Gundam, that would wipe my credit card debt. So it's like, I could never justify it. I could never justify spending that much money on a single piece of plastic. Lego's expensive in general. I saw Lego's doing, like, an entire Pokemon line now. Like, they got the Pokemon Center. The Pokemon, like, the Lego gem badges look cool. Why is Pika Pika 200? I don't know. They're like hella marking that up. Wait, Pikachu's 200 and Eevee is 60? Oh, they are hella marking up Pikachu due to popularity. Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty. Sheesh. Like, don't get me wrong. They look fantastic. They really do. That's so much money. That's so much money. I couldn't. Like, if the last 5 years have taught me anything, it's taught me about, like, being heavily frugal. And being, like, very conscious of spending. And, like, realizing how expensive stuff has become. I have become very aware and very conscious of that as I've been streaming. Lego definitely doesn't play fair anymore. It really doesn't. And I know they use their, like, I don't know what they call them, but, like, I'm just going to call them the artisan Legos that have, like, the fancy black boxes. All of those get marked up. Yeah, no, inflation's been hitting everybody. It's been bad. It's been hitting everybody. It's inflation, and then it's artificial inflation from companies taking advantage of it. Like, I bet you that Pokemon Lego set does not cost anywhere close to $650 to produce. It probably is not even in the same zip code of pricing to produce. But between the Lego name and the Pokemon name, they can jack the price up. Well, not necessarily that they can, more so that they will. But where's the Pokeball? I would love to get, like, a little love ball. That was one of my favorite Pokeball designs. Of course, it's the pink one. That tracks. About 6,000 pieces. Yeah. Yeah, that is a decent amount of pieces, that's for sure. Is that's for the Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise, right? One of my dream kits from Warhammer 40k. Warhammer 40k is a giant tank. 160 euros for a tank that fits in a master grade box when assembled. Holy. That is a chunker. Which faction is that a part of? Is that Space Marine faction? I do love seeing Warhammer vehicles. I know some Warhammer kits can get just massive. Absolutely massive. That is the Charizard one? Okay. I do really like the gym badge one. Gen 2 will always be my favorite gen, so if I ever want it to get a Pokemon badge set, it would be the Johto gym leaders. It's an old Space Marine tank from 30k. Okay. Still, though, like, I love the idea of having a big chonky tank. That sounds like wonderful to have. Hydration, chat. Time for me to do another slurp. They just made a plastic model version instead of the old resin version that was twice as expensive. I bet twice as heavy, too, if it's resin. Twice as heavy. Also, y'all, thank you for the resubs today. I appreciate your faces. That really helps out a lot, especially with the stream drought that I've had to be in. So I thank you. I appreciate your faces. More like 5 times. Yeah. Yeah. It's like old tank was barely even hollow. Jeezums. So Not only can resin kill you, if the tank falls on you, you're also probably dead. It just happens. It just happens. It's like a damn cannonball. I'm shrimping, chat. Don't want bulging discs. Must correct posture. Must correct. Do you all remember B Club? Back when Bandai put out their own resin conversion kits. It was called B Club. I never got any of those. I know a few people like dabbled with them. It's one of those where you win because the table collapsed under the weight of your tanks. I mean, to be fair, if you sunder the very earth upon which your enemy treads, you are the victor. Oh, goodness. I mean, total destruction is definitely, like, a way to win. Might be mutually assured destruction, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I mostly remember B Club for their option hands. Yeah, they did a lot of those. They even did, like, 1/100 hands. Next time, again, in Allie's big next time I go to the hobby shop list, I need to get the Xeon and Federation option hands for 1/144. Potentially. I've been looking at them. I've been looking at them and really wanting them. Because there's some nice options in there. My hobby shop sells, like, tons of builder's parts. Like, an excessive amount of builder's parts. And I've been kind of curious. Because I want to do something with this Goof Crimson Custom that I've got. And I just want to take a look. I want to see what potential add-ons I could give it. What potential upgrades I could give it. So next time I go, I'm at least going to window shop that. Oh, that's what this is. I keep hearing a noise, and it's my headphone cord vibrating on my zipper, on my jacket. But yeah, I can't remember when they stopped doing B Club. I feel like it was around the early dawn of P Bandai. But my mind... When I look back to 2010, my mind gets blurry. Because it really doesn't feel like it's that long ago right now. But Allie, that was 16 years ago. Just don't. My level up day is coming, chat. It's gonna be next month. Next month, Areno. I don't really know what I'm gonna do for it. Like, I know a lot of people do special birthday streams and stuff. I don't know. I guess the big thing for me is, like, I can't really do all too much in the way of giving y'all, like, fun incentives for sub goals and stuff. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I never really do anything super fancy. I'll see. I mean, we'll definitely stream on my birthday. Nope, that's not what I wanted to click. There we go. But that will be on February the 6th. Again, I always joke about this. I always do taxes around my birthday, so birthday taxes. Yippee! Hooray! We love taxes, chat. Right? Right? I'll be so glad when it's done, though. I'll be so happy when it's done. But yeah, I've got some thoughts for that Goof Crimson custom. Originally that Goof Crimson custom was going to be my 30-minute sister kit bash. However, with the advent of what happened with the G-Quux gun cannon, that one has now inherited that kit bash. Ooh, your perfect grades here. You got the Exia. Let's go. Let's go. Time to enjoy all of that glorious plastic. Yo, the GN drive that comes with my comes with that Exia, not my Exia. I don't have a perfect grade Exia. I would take a model kit of the GN drive alone because it just looks so good. It looks so good. I still need to source a perfect grade Sky Grasper to complete my Strike Gundam. Yeah, because you can get that separately. I'll take a look around. If I see anything in my sources that, like, ship out your way without taking one of your kidneys, I'll let you know. You know, it's still interesting to me. The Sky Grasper, it exists in 1/144th scale. It exists in perfect grade. They never did a master grade Sky Grasper. They never did. Hyde. Hyde, thank you for the resubby. Hyde, how's the build going today? How's the build going today? 11 months subby. Thank you, Hyde. I appreciate it. I appreciate. Bow, bow. Hyde's working on a Strum Taran today. I don't know who the fuck sent that to him, but they've been working on a Zoid. Oh wait, have you been playing Dark Souls? Oh, I thought you were building today. Oh, I see. Dark Souls pissing you off has led to the big red lizard. Understandable. Well, don't let me hold you up. Thank you for the resubby. I appreciate your face. Chat, go follow Hyde. Hyde builds stuff. Hyde makes it glow. Your butt cheeks might not be safe, but go follow Hyde. Big stretch. Big stretch. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we're just kind of chilling. I just wanted to yap and catch up with everybody today while we test out the internet. It's been holding up, which is good. So starting on Monday, we'll try to likely get back on track and just play it day by day. Because I think I would rather try to stream and it explode than to not try at all. Though that's probably not the most conducive thing for people's stream streaks, I understand. Man, there's a lot of friends doing stuff today. Like, Hyde, you're streaming. Tickle's doing their affiliate stream. Volpes is doing her 12-hour stream today. Actually, I'm going to shout out Volpes, too. Will I spell Volpe's name correctly? Will I spell Volpe's name correctly? Nope, I just tagged them by accident. I meant to shout out. It's okay. It's okay. We can have a little scuff as a treat. Oh, you know what? This keyboard's not picking up correctly. Okay. I had to switch back to this little tiny Bluetooth keyboard. And it's got, like, hella latency to it. Like, I just hit the slash 2 times. Okay, there we go. Shout out. Let's try this again. There we go. Now we've done it correctly. It only took us 30 years. Oh, goodness. That's not a bad price. That's not a bad price for the XCO, honestly. I think you got a pretty okay deal there. I think you got yourself a pretty good dealio there. Oh, I see the new Helldivers War Bonds getting delayed. Because they're fixing a critical issue with it. You know what, though? That's good. I'm actually glad that they delayed it. They're actually starting to look and realize, hey, something with this War Bond is broken. So instead of releasing it broken, we're going to delay it and we're going to fix it. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. They're potentially learning. They're potentially learning. We take that. Yeah, because that was supposed to come out on the 20th. I didn't read the post enough to see what the potential date is for the delay, but for those working on super credits, that does give you more time to save up. That does, in fact, give you more time to save up. It'll give me more time to work on some other weapons, too. Let me open this post on reddit.com. Yeah. Yeah, everyone... Let's see... Everyone except for a few negative Nancys are pretty happy about it. There's always going to be those negative Nancys in there. But yeah, 205, that ain't bad. That ain't bad, that ain't terrible. Chat. I've really been tempted to go up to Target and just take a look, because my Target does still sell Gunpla, and I've heard it's got some of the Gundam trading cards. I've been avoiding it. I've been avoiding it because I don't need to go back down that route. But every now and then, the impulsive thought hits me. Every now and then. Let's see what we got over here, chat. Just checking my phone real quick. What on earth is this? Oh. Checking in with an artist real quick. Oh, that's funny. Well, that's a meme I'm gonna steal later. Yeah, chat, you should totally go follow Volpes. I don't know what Volpes is doing today. I just know she's doing a 12-hour stream. That was part of her subathon goals. We'll probably raid into Volpes today, because I've never had a chance to raid her. We shall see. But yeah, chat. Tentatively, hopefully, Monday. Monday, I would like to start this G-Self. And we can start kind of chipping our way through that. And painting it as we go. It'll be a good chance to practice painting, I think. It'll be a good chance to practice. So, it'll be a learning process together when we go through that. It'll be a nice little learning process. I don't want to take, like, I don't want to rush it, but I also don't want to take, like, super long on this kit. Because I understand the idea of building at your own pace. And that's totally fine. Like, that is absolutely true. In my case, I'm just not happy with the speed that I build at, because I would like to get many more kits done. We'll see. We'll see. I just don't like taking like 2 weeks for a single kit when typically I could probably get it done in like a week or less. But again, you know, you don't want to rush it. You're supposed to enjoy the hobby. Oh, that's all the missiles. Okay, I see where the missiles are at now. That's a lot of missiles. That's a whole lot of missiles. So I'll probably just put little red dots on all those missiles instead of like trying to paint them up proper. Just enough to give them something outside of the gray plastic to work with. Yeah, that'll probably be okay. That will probably be good. I'm trying to think, like, what else of note, like, has come up over the last 2 weeks. Because it has been a while, chat. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been hanging out. Does this work still? It does. Okay. So what's the actual color guide for this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it is different shades of red. I never realized that. Let me... Yeah, it's like... There are, in fact, different shades. There's 2 different tones of red that I didn't realize. So the missiles are supposed to be done red with a white ring on them. I don't know if I'm going to go as far as do the white ring, but I at least can paint them red. I can at least do that. I do like a lot about this G-Self variant too, because it's got like all of its thrusters built into its legs. Plus, I mean, it's a color scheme you don't really see on a Gundam that much. The Sword Impulse has a kind of a similar idea going on color scheme-wise. Man, I would love to get more of the G-Reco kits, like the Mac Knife and stuff. Some of my favorite designs, just hands down, are from G-Reco. Oh yeah, they also had like a really weird mobile armor that had 1 leg. Well, G-Reco and weird suits go hand in hand. Elf Bullock, Mac Knife. Character designs were peak in this show. I don't care what anyone says. I actually genuinely love G-Reco, even if it is a bit of a mess. Good stuff. So, fun fact, I used to have the majority of the G-Reco high grades back in the day. They were all unopened, unbuilt. I ended up sending those over to my friend Joe around the time I stepped out of the hobby for a while. I think he still got some of them unbuilt. He's also the one who got my original Master Grade Sinanju Stein from back in the day. Because I bought it, like, the week it came out. And eventually, I'll get it again to have the OG. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Yeah, big shout out to Momo. Momo in November got this kit for me because finding this reprinted is kind of difficult. The only reason they were able to get their hands on this kit was because Gundam Front Tokyo was doing a big G-Reco event, so they reprinted some of these, and they were only selling them at Gundam Front Tokyo. so they were able to swing in and pick up one for me. Very hype. Very hype. All right, chat. Well, we've gotten the testing done that I needed to do for the day. I'm feeling a little more confident. I'm feeling a bit more confident that things are going to be okay. And who knows, like, my provider is Verizon, and they've been having a lot of issues lately. I'm 99% sure that it's our equipment that's having the issue, but I'll leave that 1% out to be potentially whatever weirdness has been going on at Verizon over the last couple weeks. So, Tyrion, welcome on in. How you doing, Tyrion? Welcome, welcome, welcome on in. Moss, how you doing? How folks be doing? How folks be vibing? What y'all got going on today? Yeah, for those who are my Helldivers, Arrowhead did just announce that the new War Bond is going to be delayed. They noticed some stuff that was broken in it, so in not usual Arrowhead fashion, they are actually going to delay it and fix it before it releases, so that's a step in the right direction. We love that. I'm doing good. Gonna be lurking? Yeah, no problem. Thank you for the lurky lurk. I appreciate it. I appreciate your lurky lurks. What you got going on, Moss? What you got going on? I'm probably gonna be wrapping up for the day in the next 5 minutes or so, but for folks who just got here, we'll yap a little bit longer. We're going to yap a little bit longer, and then we'll go raid Vulpies today. I honestly began to worry Twitch unfollowed me. Nah, yeah, I haven't been able to stream since the 5th. And it has been mind-numbing on me. Because when Allie doesn't stream, Allie's imposter syndrome acts up. Just came by to say hi. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing good. Also, I understand that Twitch has unfollowed me from a few people that I followed for years, and it's like, Twitch, you don't get to decide who you think I should and should not be following anymore, Twitch. You don't get to decide that. I'll shit in your shoes. I'll do it. I'll do it. Like, if they think I'm joking about that, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Hashtag kinda joking because I don't want you to ban me. But good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Hope everybody has a good weekend. Unless you're working, at which point I hope it goes by quick for you. Hope it goes by as smooth as possible for you. We're aiming to be live again on Monday. Monday, we're hoping to get back on track. That is my goal. Let me pull up my calendar real quick. Okay. So, I think... Ooh, I'm gonna have to cancel my therapy session on Friday because that's happening at the same time as my speech therapy. Okay. I'll have to let my therapist know about that. Okay. So Friday is gonna be a no-go. Next Friday will be a no-go for streaming, regardless of what appointment I go to. Yeah. And then Tuesday the 20th... No. Yes. Maybe? No. Wednesday the 28th. We will not be able to stream for sure. And then we'll go from there on the schedule. We'll go from there. On Monday before stream, I got to call up a doctor and switch around my phone number. Because they were out of power and I wasn't able to call them up to do that. So little things for Allie offline to deal with. But I'm glad I checked the schedule. I'm very glad. Hide. You put that down. You put that down. That is a dirty, stinky link. You put that down. Put that down right now. Actually, you know what? This is a perfect time, chat. This is a perfect time to completely ignore that link. Let's go raid Vulpes. Yeah, that sounds great. Let's go raid Vulpes. Our wonderful friend Vulpes, who we haven't got to raid before. Let's do that. The throne link does not exist. It does not exist. You do not see it. Chat, for all of you who are here today and have showed up despite the big hiatus, unintentionally hiatus, thank you for being here. We are aiming to be live again on Monday. Thank you for all the new follows. Thank you for the streaks. Thank you for all the resubbies, as that definitely helps me keep on doing what we're doing. YouTube, always good to see you again, YouTube. I've got some more fun videos planned for the YouTube side of things. So, as Yoshi P would say, please look forward to it. Let me go ahead and get this raid started for this absolute gremlin who is playing Hightail. Vulpes is doing some Hightail today. So we're going to go share the love there. All right, chat. Take care of yourselves. Have a great Friday. Be kind. If your Friday is going rough, all the more reason to be nice to yourself. My name has been Allie and Ashford, your friendly neighborhood half-vampire, and I will catch you all, ideally, on Monday.